I'm just using an ordinary HB pencil here. As you can see, I'm not using the pointed end, I'm using the side of the pencil, which is the preferred way of working for my guide. It's actually quite an exciting way of creating the portrait in this way. I don't know if it's the guides who inspired me to think this, or came up myself, but I'd call this this way of drawing it as being the finding the face method. Rather than drawing the certain things, you seem to be drawing the other parts, allowing the face to find its own place. I've said to my pupils many times that brain is gone. As you can see, it's hard for me to actually talk whilst I'm creating a portrait in this way, and that's because of being in a little bit more of an altered state than when I'm working the other way. You'll have to bear with me. I know from comments made by people seeing my other videos that you like to see me talking. Sorry, hear me talking. So I'm trying to tick a few more boxes today. And we have to remember when we're drawing that guides do like to come and play as well. It isn't all about us. If you want to have your portraits identified, then you need a bit of help. For me, a portrait starts to take a real life, become a bit more real life once the eyes are in place. If the eyes are wrong, the whole portrait's wrong. Now, even though you haven't seen me measuring anything, if I was to measure the length of that eye, it should be the middle, and you can see how that is exactly the same from there to there, and then it should be from there to there as well. You see, everything has to be in the right place, and then the nostrils, they've got to be pretty even as well, so you could actually have a line going across to help you if you wanted to, and I certainly have drawn in that way to help me. I'm not getting a lot of information as I'm drawing, but to be quite honest, I'm not trying to. If I'm demonstrating in public, it's given to me as I'm drawing, but not always when I'm drawing privately like this. If I was to hazard a guess, I would say at the moment it feels more like a male face that I'm drawing. I don't want my energies to be used and focused on clairvoyance. I want them to be focused on the job at hand, and that is creating a spirit portrait. Now, if we look here, from this eye down here, this eye down here, majority of faces, that would be roughly where the outside of the nose would be. So it's helping us find where the nose is. To give a little bit more depth, And I could just darken that bit there like that. What are you feeling at the moment? Are you feeling it's more male or more female? When you're creating a face, don't say just, I can't draw a nose. Instead, tell yourself, no, well actually I'm drawing this shape, I'm drawing that shape, I'm creating this shadow. You know, because we put ourselves under a lot of pressure if we tell ourselves it's an actual nose that we're creating or an eye that we're creating. Instead of that, go for the shapes. And as I've just heard a loud bang across the other side, I don't know if the camera picked that up. I don't usually have any sounds going on. So that's a bit exciting, isn't it? And I must adopt back into this on the side of the pencil. The guides are saying to me, come on, get back in there, get back in there. Which I'm trying to do here. Under the nose is a little bit darker, you see, because you've got shadow. Create shadow, it helps to lift the nose up off the page. But at the same time, we don't want too much. I don't usually, when I'm creating this way, use my fingers at all at this point, so that must be where I'm using a couple of different methods at the moment, because I'm not used to talking. Now, it's important to stamp faces a little bit. Where do the shadows fall on a face? Because it's the shadows that you need to capture. It's the different shadows. I find it hard doing that in that direction, so I literally have to move my own arm, whole arm, to try and get it the same on the other side. Now, as you can see, the way that this portrait is being created, like many of my portraits, I'll be honest, the light source is coming from here, and this is why you've got a reflection there in the pupils, which means this side of the face would actually be darker. Feeling a bit out of breath, but I do get that way sometimes when I'm working with spirit. It could, of course, be in relation to the whole portrait that's being created. The nose will help me find where the chin is going to be. So we want the chin to be around about here, which would then give us the hairline. And then if we go like that, oh look at that. See where my finger's down the bottom? That will show me where the top of the head would be. The top of the head, right. Okay. Now, one thing that I've been very aware of in the group, and the students alike, is that they're getting the measurements, they're understanding when I'm saying the measurements, but they're not allowing for people who have hair that isn't plastered to their head. So, you know, if you was having somebody who had not a lot of hair, or the hair was pretty flat, then yes, that would be the top of the head. But if you had somebody who actually had curly hair, or sticking up hair, you know, it would actually come off. So it would be slightly higher, in fact, than the measurement for the top of the head, because the hair's standing up. It's not laying flat, you know. I'm getting a cheeky feeling as I'm looking at this portrait now. I'm starting to feel a bit of cheek coming in. When I say cheek, I don't mean cheekbones, I mean personality. The personality coming in. Bit of laughter, bit of fun with this person. They would have liked a good laugh. Let's go a bit darker there, just to allow a bit of shadow to be taking place. The nose is going to come from here. I'm using bigger paper than I normally do, so forgive me if some of these shots you can't actually see everything that's going on. Right. Again on this side. Now most men, their hairlines, if they had this kind of style, would be up there, and if it was a woman, we tend to have it a little bit lower. In fact, with some women, even though we've got some eyebrows going on here, with some women, their hair may be so low that it would actually, you won't get to see a lot of eyebrows. Remember, this is the side that'll be darker because the light is on the other side. I see bird wings. Definitely out of breath with whoever this is. In my head, I'm singing away inside my head here, and I just realised, obviously you don't know that I am. I was just singing, Rosie, you are my posy, which I think, if memory is serving me right, is an Al Jolson song. So that, my friends, hopefully you can see all this in one go. Not the most perfect of portraits. But there's one for you, showing you a different way. There you go. Thank you for watching.